Hello everyone, I'm Musical Daredevil,
And I am Master Stir.
and we are back here at the Urshulaku camp, finally, after several videos of not being here to give the Lost Prophecy to Nabani Mesa.
And I heard we're going on a fetch quest. Is this gonna be fun?
Sure is, you know how those fetch quests work.
Oh, they're my favorite.
So here's Nabani Mesa, we give her Lost Prophecies, and she says that she is going to consult her ancestors as to the skies and stars and dreams. However, that is secret game code for having to wait 24 hours.
Yeah, you really just stand there for 24 hours? You think your feet would hurt after a while.
You just kind of stand there and stare at her, doing absolutely nothing.
It's a very intense staring contest.
I don't even move. It's incredible. So what Nabani Mesa says is that we are in fact the Naravarine, in case we didn't guess that already. We tell her that we got corpus because she hasn't figured out the second trial yet. And it just tells us to go back to Solmatul for the third trial.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I need a lot of things. I gotta finish a trial.
So much fun.
Yeah. This part of the game just completely blanked out for me when I was playing.
It's not too memorable. So we tell Solmatul that we are ready for the third trial, and Solmatul, being Solmatul, tells us to do almost exactly the same thing he told us to do the last time. We have to go to an old six-house base called Kogorun, which is way out in the middle of nowhere, and fetch 3 things for him.
I vote we bring him along. If he wants him, he better come.
Well, apparently he already went over there and he got scared, so he left.
Ah, so... we gotta take place of his manhood.
Yep. Well, we already had to do initiation, right? We had to, like, kill the ghost of his father or something. While he just stood there and asked us to do things.
People are very lazy in Morrowind, or Vardenfell.
Well, they don't really move all that much, just kind of stand there, or sometimes they walk around if they so feel like it.
It's a very exciting lifestyle. It makes it so they don't eat a lot of food. If you've seen this island, there's not a lot of food on there.
No, there isn't. In fact, unless you really feel like doing alchemy, your character doesn't eat for like several months at a time.
Any character I made just stir in a bridge and smoke skooma all day.
Now that's the life right there.
Oh yeah.
That's skooma, man.
I need a drug war quest in here, or mod.
Drug war mod. I'm sure many of them exist.
Yeah, I just don't want to go that side, it scares me. Too many other mods.
So normally I could ask Solmatul about where Kogorun is, but I forgot to do that. But I've already done this quest in a failed recording, so I know where it is anyway.
Just a bunch of wandering around, nothing beats that.
Nope. Just back to good old basic gameplay. This game's all about wandering around.
I can't tell you how many times I got lost in this place. It took me probably about 2 years to actually finish the main quest, because I got sidetracked.
How could you possibly get sidetracked in a game like this?
I don't know. I see something, I went there. I saw something else, I went there. I killed a lot of cliff racers, I hate those damn things.
Oh, if you like killing cliff racers, have I got a surprise for you? Because we are out in the middle of the Ashlands, where that sort of thing happens all the time.
I made a point to kill every single one, every time I played. Just straight up genocide.
So anyway, here's Kogorun, and right on top of it is a dreamer who, like every other dreamer, can somehow see us from 100 feet away. But because there is a wall right in front of him, he has no clue what he's supposed to do.
I never thought of doing this before.
And just have him get stuck behind a wall.
It's like magic sniping.
Yeah, it's actually the first time I managed to do that, because usually they move around, but this guy had a corner in the way.
I don't think I've ever made a character based much in magic. I always went straight up swords.
Well, based on what I've seen so far, straight up magic is really bad, because you have like several hours of grinding, and it's not fun, then you run out of magic.
And I'm pretty uncreative, all my characters are about the same.
So right as we get in here, there's a dreamer waiting, and he hasn't quite figured out what to do yet. Got very offended we tried to talk to him.
Yeah. It's like he was admiring the lack of clothes he had and he saw us.
So while that guard is there and he has almost nothing on him except corpus meat which you can't sell for money, over here is something incredibly interesting. Besides that rat. That rat also hasn't figured out how to attack us either.
That rat's got the case of the downs.
Yeah. So this guy right here has a complete set of Indoril armor on him, which you'll remember from last video is the best medium armor in the game. It's actually even better than the glass armor I have on right now. Fortunately, he can't take his corpse, so he's just standing there naked forever.
That's the easy way to get it.
Off a dead guy?
Oh yeah, I always went to Vivek and killed them for it. And then ran away.
Now let's get strong enough we can make serious bank killing ordinators. Well, I've never really done that before. Now the odd thing is, he wasn't wearing any armored pants, so I still have to wear the glass ones.
It gets hot by a volcano, you don't want to wear pants.
No. So first we'll head into these side domes here, and also save.
Looks like you take my school of saving, a new save for every instance.
The rolling save. Yeah, I only started doing that in this LP before I would save over everything. So in here you got more of these priests, which damage their own personality whenever they see you.
Just the sight of you scares them that bad. They don't even want to talk to you.
Nope. And the best part is they get hung up on those anvil or pots or whatever those things are.
Oh, he's practicing dance.
Yeah, look at him. He's very happy to see us.
This guy's a goddamn trooper.
This guy's take a lot of damage, especially some of the later ones.
Yeah, I remember getting in a few long battles with these guys.
So right there is our first item, if the corpse doesn't get in the way, and those are corpus weepings. And the second item is a House Daglith cup, so we are already 2/3 the way there, item-wise. Third one takes absolutely forever.
It's the old bait and switch. They make you think it's gonna be cool and easy.
Nope.
And it's not.
You have to crawl through an entire dungeon first.
Oh god, please don't tell me that. Why would they put this here then?
So yeah, AI hasn't quite figured out how to deal with flags yet.
It's a learning process.
But once this guy runs out of magic, like everything else, he charges us.
These guys always scared me to death. That face.
That face. According to the unofficial Elder Scrolls page, those guys are actually Dark Elves, except they have that weird octopus thing growing out of them. Or no wait, this is the something off of forums, that's Cthulhu. I misspoke.
I had one of those old Prima Brady guides for this game, and on the enemy section they got to these guys, and they're just like, run away.
Run away. And unless you're high enough level, they will mess you up. But I have an awesome sword, so that guy just falls, no problem. And the skull does a nice little bounce, too.
I think if that guy was to be believed, they had the most HP in the game, aside from the final boss.
The Dreamer is awake.
I think they're talking about me because I slept for 13 hours today.
Yeah. That's up for about that same amount a few days ago. I somehow managed to wake up at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I have no clue how I did that.
I had boring school stuff, so I was up for a very long time.
So this one right here, it's the same as the last guy, but because of this room and the weird layout, it's actually very easy to die to him.
At least this spell makes very pretty shapes.
Yeah, nice little green orbs there. Now the fun thing is, because he's casting at that statue in the center, and that statue is so small, I can actually cast around him right at the floor. But since he's out of magic, it doesn't matter anyway, I can just cast directly at him.
The fun stuff is when you make a spell and accidentally covers the whole room. And then you cast in a place you don't want to be.
I have accidentally done that a couple times. It's fun and not fun at the same time. Don't ask me how that works, just go with it.
I'm rolling with it. I made one, and I'm like, I'm gonna test this spell, and I tested it right in the Mage Guild. And they weren't very happy. They were not happy.
You got more bells of Bellhammer, I think I'll just take that again. Spellhammers are worth like 5,000 gold apiece. So there's only like 2 NPCs that will take them in the regular game.
And the one NPC is way out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. But it's not that bad to get to him, you just need a decent water walking spell, which is somewhat difficult to get.
I was always one of those lazy jerks that modded the Creeper to have 1,000,000 gold, because I didn't feel like selling stuff back and forth for a few hours.
I've thought about doing that, but for some reason, whenever I get around to it, I never want to.
You don't really need money in this game.
No.
You can just take it.
It's like a little casting at the floor beside them strategy, or else my spell would explode for some reason when it hit theirs. Makes things go a lot faster.
A lot less dangerous.
Well, they're casting at the wall, it's not like they're dangerous to begin with.
This is true. It's really fun when you come here with a melee-only character. Start punching with your fist.
Yeah, and also they don't reflect their spells back at you. It was very mean of him. I think, oh yeah, here I was trying to heal myself, but for like the first time in the whole game I didn't have enough magic. And that Corpus Stalker, or whatever it's called, Lame Corpus just kind of sneaks up behind him.
Oh, he's coming for you. I was always a cheater in this game. I chose that sign that absorbs magicka.
The 1.5 multiplier.
Oh yeah, that's not even fair.
Yeah, originally, for my practice run, I chose that sign, and like the stunted magicka icon in the lower right-hand corner was red, and so it bugged the hell out of me. So I decided to sacrifice that whole one magicka multiplier and go with this one instead.
I'm sure the people in the thread are happy for you. They want you to have the hard way out.
So this scroll right here has a bunch of strange scrawlings on it that make no sense other than Dagothur has come back.
This is why PSU is canceling the liberal arts majors.
Why, 'cause they have strange scrawlings on parchment? Or
Oh yeah.
that's all you guys do?
I'm not a liberal art major.
Oh, right. You're electrical engineering.
I'm that guy.
That guy. Electrical engineering is good stuff. I'm taking a course on it right now. Because we have to.
That's what my roommate said, and then he made me do all his homework.
So I discovered a strange bug in this game a while back. When I was doing some experimenting with a ring that had constant effect detect creature, and then I took the mod off my character so I had the ring equipped, and so the effect is still there, even though the ring is gone and the mod is not on right now.
This game has a lot of weird tidbits to it.
A lot of glitches too.
I don't think I really abuse them much.
Lovely Shakespearean death right there. Takes forever.
That's how I would die if I got hit with, whatever you hit him with. At least how I would imagine it.
So, you probably noticed back there, we're actually supposed to go down in this ruin, but I decided to go up just for fun.
That's the whole point of this game.
Just going up for fun.
Yeah, this is where you're supposed to go. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go this way.
I'm gonna get sidetracked.
You can deal with it. This guy's spell's getting caught on an invisible wall.
Yeah. Geometry can't quite figure out what to do with it. Oh god, I'm getting hit with a spell.
The AI was never the strong point of this game. Or its prequels, or its sequels.
No. Yeah, I think this is the last room in the top level that actually matters at all.
The guy's got some very extravagant arm movements for the speed he's running at.
Very pretty little cuff there on top. Yeah, I tried to check out what his amulet was doing, and it drained my health by about 3. Very dangerous amulet.
Indeed.
For some reason, these guys decided to stack their furniture up, and also trying to place a 10,000 gold spear in their ruin.
Interior decorating. It's not what these guys do.
Well, they're not good at it, but they do it absolutely everywhere.
It's a requirement to join the club.
You have to be able to stack things on top of other things.
Yeah, and you gotta do it on a whim. You gotta wake up, get there, stack something, and go about your day. lighting in these parts always got me on. When I played, I had an old monitor, I had to turn the brightness way up.
Yeah, well, it's even more fun with Morrowind Graphics Extender because the gamma control in this game doesn't do anything with it on. And so this place turns out almost invisible.
I remember before they had that fancy graphic extender, you go in the config file and change it from a linear to a quadratic lighting style.
Oh, wow.
Those were good days. I always did that, and it didn't have a huge effect, but it felt nicer.
Felt nicer, nice. Yeah, my computer, for some reason, can't quite handle quadratic lighting, even though it can handle everything else. It slows to a crawl whenever I try to do that. I have no idea why.
This game has a really weird engine.
You're telling
You
me.
could have a computer that could run Crysis on 3 different monitors, and it would still run this game at 5 FPS. From my understanding, it's because the Morrowind graphics engine bases everything entirely off the CPU and does not use the GPU one bit.
No, and then MGE bases itself off of the GPU and very little off the CPU, so things get really weird when I try and set everything up so it runs well. So I don't quite remember what it is this hallway goes to, so I just turned around and left.
See, it's a very good strategy there. I don't know where this goes. I'm gonna leave.
Well, it's that weird paradox, because you get sidetracked all the time, but some passages, man, just some passages.
I'll be the first to admit I have had Blood Moon since it came out. I have never once been to the island of Blood Moon.
Really?
No, every time I make a new character, I'm like, I'm gonna go to Soul Seal, or however you say.
Solstheim?
Yeah, and I never get there. I end up elsewhere.
And it gets really annoying because all the NPCs won't stop talking about it whenever you click on, like, latest rumors or whatever.
It's like a travel agency. Have you heard of this island? Yes. You should go there. No.
But it doesn't really start getting scary until later on when things just start spawning out of nowhere and they get loud. But also what gets really creepy is I went into the construction set for some reason, and I ended up accidentally clicking on the voice tab, and it sets the werewolf growl to the first option on the voice tab. So I accidentally clicked on it, I heard this loud werewolf growl, and I was like, oh my god.
I remember a story of I'm not gonna tell it now. I'm gonna leave it as a cliffhanger.
So those last two monsters encountered were our first run-ins with actual Daedric creatures. Those are flame atronachs. And even though they're made out of flame, I don't think they're entirely immune to fire damage.
Old Brady Guide was to be believed that it's like 75% or 50. Don't quote me.
Those guides are sometimes weird.
This is always the nice thing about magic in this game. You can just sidestep it.
Yeah. Well, that's how I usually did it, but then I discovered how you can get them to cast it at the wall, and so now I'll just stand around the corner or something and just let them cast all day. And sometimes I can cast my spell around them, but I decided to cast it at the floor. Also, the AI is weird with ramps.
You could say that. It might just be a cult thing here. They don't know how to climb ramps.
You know how to fall asleep really well, though.
Uh-huh. I made a point for my character to never go to bed in this game because you get some strange-ass dreams and then you wake up and some dude's standing there trying to kill you.
Yeah. So back there in that big room, if I had gone the other way, I would have encountered a few rooms, and one of them had the key to that door in them. But it's just a key, and you can unlock it with a spell or a lockpick or whatever, so I can just skip it.
We end up in a sewer.
Yeah, sewer.
I'm gonna spoil everybody and say this is Tribunal right here.
The sewers?
Copy paste this room 25 times over.
And that is the entirety of Tribunal.
I got halfway through it.
Yeah, halfway through it. Well, you didn't miss much. It was more of that.
Yeah.
And also a Clockwork City.
I had some people who kept bugging me, like, but Stu, why don't you go finish this? And I'm like, I don't want to. It's a sewer level, and I hate sewer levels.
Well, like I said, the rest of Tribunal was also that. And also all the side quests. Except the one where they fooled you into thinking you had to memorize an entire book, and then you didn't.
I don't know how well they'd fool me. I don't memorize anything.
Yeah, so your character lived the skooma life like some of these crates. They have moon sugar in them.
Oh, that's good stuff. I think everyone should spend one Morrowind character just being a drug addict.
Following Caius' footsteps.
Uh-huh. Like master, like student. I'm quite surprised the skeleton has gold on it still.
Yeah, just some guy wandered into the ruins with 4 gold in his pocket, just like, huh, nice place. I'll buy it for 4 gold.
Pray about how much it's worth. I wouldn't want to be a real estate agent on Morrowind.
It'll be kind of hard to spin. Oh yeah, we have this really great house. Really awesome. We got a nice expansive rooms. Wait, what's that doorway over there? Oh, that's just a bunch of bandits, not much.
You don't want to go back there. A couple dudes call themselves dreamers, sleepers. They're kind of creepy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, don't mind the dreamer. He's just standing there. He's not gonna do anything.
He'll talk to you incessantly, and that's about it.
So we got our second corpus sweepings there. And just in case we missed the first ones for some reason.
Who knows, you might have come the hard way first. That was a pretty big hit on him.
Well, he reflected it, so my health went down. That time we didn't even need to be there, just cast the spell at the wall anyway.
No matter how threatening you think this game is, you can find a way around it. I do believe Morrowind borrowed a little bit from Oblivion beforehand. The higher level you got, at least I felt that way. It might have been a mod I had doing this to me. The more flame, frost, and whatnot Atriox would be around. Too bad you never outleveled a Cliff Racer.
No. I actually have a mod I made that sort of dumbed down cliff racers so you don't bash your head against the wall every time you encounter one at a low level. So about here is where I discovered that I'd gone completely the wrong way and just went around the giant circle. And I thought that the actual way I was supposed to go was way back there in the smaller sewer pipes, but it wasn't.
Well, at least you're leveling your athletic skill.
By running around everywhere.
I always jumped around everywhere. Get that very annoying hop 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 noise.
Level up your acrobatic skill like the conventional player does.
Yeah, it's really funny when you put as your major skill.
You'd end up at like level 20 with only one skill there.
Before you even reach Caius, he's like, here's 200 gold, go get some training. I'm level 20 already.
And that's like the level where in the later quests the game's like, alright, you're high enough level, just skip half of it.
Well, this guy looks good, you see how high he can jump? Give him the sword and other objects so we can go kill Dagather.
So this center island is really fun because there's only one bridge off of it you can kind of see there on the right hand side, and so the AI gets really confused about how it's supposed to get to you whenever it tries to charge you.
So he decides to pace back and forth frantically.
Oh god, what do I do? He's over there and I'm right here.
God, if only I learned to jump like my parents said I should do.
Just as confused as the last guy, and this one's a priest.
It makes you almost wonder why they bothered to install the bridges there.
Well, just in case, you know, this ruin catches fire. You got...
Just in case one of them drinks a intelligence potion, instead of destroying their own personality.
Maybe they'll just drink one of those potions they very neatly stacked up on one of the tables.
Could always get creative, and instead of stacking their furniture, they stack pillows across the gap.
Yeah, who's that NPC from the Fighters Guild? One quest you go on, she'd be pretty amused.
I made a few pillow and book bridges in my day across the lava.
I've never stacked pillows before. I've stacked up a bunch of potions.
I made a very creative house once.
You just stacked up pillows until you had your own fort?
Pretty much.